Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good day, and hope you've all been having a pretty good year and a half, which is I think the last time I did an update. Uh, it's funny. Yeah, you say I'll get to that tomorrow, and then you're like, yeah, I'll get to that next weekend, and then before you know it, a year and a half has gone by, and you're like, where in the hell did time go? Uh, I have been pretty busy with life recently. You know how I got married to my wife Jean there in the Philippines. We had a little boy. I think you guys knew all that, or I think you knew I had the boy. But we ended up getting married last January, so we've been working on her paperwork to get here to Canada. And my son is a full Canadian citizen now. He's got his paperwork and his passport. So whenever Mama there can get the visa done, then they'll both be coming to Canada. Hopefully this year. That'd be pretty cool. Uh, and work has just been busy. I don't have the time I used to have. Like when I worked in computers as a software developer, I'd sit at my desk all day and I had time to do other stuff other than programming. You can't really surf YouTube and check out and see what people are doing as you're driving a truck down the road, which is what I'm doing now. I own a 1-ton flat deck. I drive that commercially for a company here in where I live, and I do local pickup and deliveries, and then I help load trucks up that head south into the U.S. I also do local moves, which is pretty good, and it's all done through my company. Unfortunately, one of the drawbacks is we are part of the oil and gas industry, and I'm not sure if you know, but in Alberta, it was hit pretty hard here the last little while. It's been a little slow, but we're hoping with our new government and some changes between the agreements between the U.S. and Canada that things will be picking up. Metal detecting wise, I did not go at all last year. And then Hayden came over, my grandson there, I think you guys might remember him. He came over there a few weeks ago and he wanted to go metal detecting, so we shook the dust off, threw some batteries in there, and we went out. And we had a pretty good day. We found a coin on our first find, and then we ended up finding, I think, just $4.50 worth of change and some junk jewelry and all that. And he had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, so we decided to try it again last weekend. It would be our long weekend. I took some video of it, so I'll try and get that up as well later on today. We had a pretty good time. It was funny. It never fails to go to the park, and I'm like the lowest priority when we're there, because as soon as he finds kids his own age, he's off playing, which is all the reason we go out there is just so that he can have fun and have good memories, and we can all get out and enjoy the fresh air. And we had fun doing that. So had a pretty good weekend with that little fella there last weekend. I think that's about it. So scrap wise, I do still scrap. It's not on the level I was before. I can't really schedule pickups anymore during the week, and by the time I get home on the weekends, it's pretty tired. There's I don't know when I'm gonna get sent out of town. Like I've been getting ready to go home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and thinking I had the whole evening to myself, and I get told I have to drive out, do another 6 hours of driving or 5 hours of driving because the delivery has to be made out of town. So I can't really schedule nothing. I work late Tuesdays and Fridays every week because once we're done doing our pickups, that's our shipping day. So I have to ship that stuff out. Or me and another fella, we load trucks up and off and help the trucks out there. And then I working outside, doing a lot of more physical labor than sitting behind a desk, and something I wasn't used to for about 17 years. I'm pretty tired by the end of the day. I get home, and by the time I get home, cook dinner and everything, it's 9 o'clock by the time we're eating sometimes, and there's just no time left in the day to do any scrapping. But like I said, I do still pick up scrap, just not as much as I used to. I have a buddy who I've been talking with, and we're trying to find ways of getting scrap going a little bit more for both of us, and so we'll see what happens there. If that pans out and we can figure out how to make it both work for both of us, and we can still have our family lives and whatnot, then we'll get that a go, and I'll film that stuff as well. Trying to think what else there's to update. Not much really. I just been busy, so I hope you guys have all been doing well. I do miss the interactions that we were having there with a lot of you. I tried to watch videos, but you know, like I said, by the time I get home, we're all done eating and everything. It's 9 o'clock. I'm sitting on the couch and I gotta get up and shower and get ready for bed. It's kind of how the day goes. And a lot of my spare time, I do talk with my wife Jean and my little boy Chris out there, who's man, that little fella just cracks me up with the way he is, and I can't wait till they're here. And I do miss being with my wife quite a bit. So hopefully we get all that sorted out this year, and we can get her all together. And then once that part of my life is more normalized, then hopefully, you know, we can start spending more time doing other things that like scrapping and metal detecting and things like that. But like I said, I'm hoping to get a lot more videos out this year. I did kind of tinker this winter a little bit on depopulating motherboards, trying to find ways that's easy for me to do it. Or not just motherboards, but just boards in general. I had a lot of fun with the heat gun there a couple days, and just finding ways that works for me, doesn't work for me, and whatnot. And who knows, maybe one day I'll actually get into the whole refining thing like I want to get into. But for now, I'm just having fun tinkering and going with that. Anyway, I do look forward to trying to catch up with some of you guys, and hopefully I can start watching some of your videos. I see them come in on my news feeds and all that, and I do try to watch a couple of them. It's just I'm so far in between on my laptop doing that kind of stuff that, you know, I feel bad that I haven't been able to keep up with some of you guys who I've made friends with. Anyway, hopefully we can all get back in touch and keep going from there. So I hope you guys all have a great long weekend there in the U.S. and in Canada. Hope you guys just have a great weekend, and wherever else you are in the world, just have a good day. Talk to you soon. Ciao.